Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Hello, my dear acquaintances. It's been so long. Sorry, I don't think anybody really cares, but you've known everything that's going on in the world, and I mentally just checked out. It was a lot, and it's really hard for me to fake in front of the camera. If I'm not happy, you're gonna know. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyway, maybe I'll talk about that in another video if you guys even care. So this video is very special to me. This is my mom's story and her lock journey and why she started to have locks, and just her story as a black woman in the professional world and dealing with her hair struggles. It took a very long time for her to even film this video, so please remain respectful. If you do not, the comments will go off. I'm very protective over my mother, so if anything gets disrespectful, you're either getting blocked, deleted. I've never had a problem with that, so I don't really think that's going to be an issue. All of my subscribers are nothing but very, very kind people, so I'm very lucky about that. But that's all I have to say. You might see her looking to the side or like hear me talking. I'm sitting in the corner trying to help her through the video and just asking her questions so she feels a little bit more comfortable. So if you see her looking to the side, that's me. So yeah, enjoy the video. Bye.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I am Shanice's mom, and I am 45 years old. Um, so, so Shanice wants me to talk about my locks. First, I do not like to be on videos, but to get my hair done, I'm doing a video, so my hair needs to be done. So, okay, Shanice. So Shanice is going to ask me a couple of questions about my hair and my hair journey. It's been a year since I've had my locks. Um, yeah, it has been a year. So still getting used to it. I have 283 locks. My relationship with my hair before locks was a hate relationship. It used to be a love-hate relationship because at a younger age I used to love my hair, used to love doing my hair, and as I have children, I became to have, actually I started having less attention, or paying less attention to my hair. So so I started hating my hair, and so I started wearing wigs. So I was wearing wigs for quite some time, for years, and I became a master at it, and it consumed my identity. So basically, I lost who I really was, or um, who I was with the wig, because without the wig, I didn't really recognize myself, and so when I started wearing locks and falling in love with myself, with who I am, with me again, to realize that, oh, you are beautiful, you don't need the wig, because the wig kind of gave me a whole different identity, a whole different person, and it wasn't me. When did my hair stop thinning? Well, I don't remember exactly, so I will say about 3 to 4 years ago, when certain circumstances in my life, my grandmother was very ill and my mother became very ill, and and plus trying to juggle my life, my work, kids, and with very active children, and so there was a lot. There was a lot going on in my life, and I was not taking care of myself. I was not drinking. I was not eating, and I was in the hospital almost every week because of stress. And so the last thing that I was thinking of was my hair, and of of course, when I'm in around that time, I was still wearing wigs. So before I go to bed, I just take it off, and I did not even oil my hair. Did not give it any type of attention whatsoever. But yeah, and that's the hate relationship because I didn't really care for it. How did I feel when my hair started thinning? Conscious. I felt very conscious, and I didn't know what to do exactly. And at one point, I wanted to shave all my hair, and dye it blonde. So, actually, when my hair was thinning out as well, so I had a beautician as well. So I usually go to my beautician twice a month, and she will press my hair. So at first, I used to have perm, and my hair was thinning out so rapidly, so I changed from perm to natural. And then from natural, I didn't know what to do with natural hair because yeah, I didn't know what style, I didn't know how to maintain it. So I ended up going to my beautician who pressed my hair, and I pressed my hair for several years. And even well, for the first 2 or 3 days, it looks great, and after that, it didn't look as great. So I went back to the wig. So every other 2 days, once the press is gone, I put my wig back on, and I had a variety of wigs. The day I started locks, it was interesting. So,
And also what you thought of locks too. Mix that.
oh, okay, and what I thought of locks. So my daughter had locks, and I was skeptical when she first started locks. And my idea of locks was that it was not professional because it was not welcoming at it was not viewed very well, because when you see locks, you think of it as dirty and knotted and not well cared for. So, and that was my assumption of it until I saw Shanice's locks and how she maintained it. So my perception of what I saw or what I think I knew about locks was changed completely. I mean, her locks is beautiful. It was shining, and she maintained it very well, and 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 it looks really nice. But even though it looks really nice, I did not want it in my hair or in my hair. And why I didn't want it in my hair? Because of my profession. I worked in a professional environment, and having meetings constantly, and there's a certain looks in my head that, especially as an African woman, that we need to perceive. When I started, I'm a news junkie, so I was watching the news, of course, and I started seeing more people with locks. So what changed my mind was a woman by the name of Maya Wiley. And I mean, she is beautiful, and her locks was gorgeous. And she was doing something similar to the type of profession that I do. And I loved it. But at the same time, locks in my profession is still frowned upon. And so my views started to change. Well, Shanice started changing my views because of the way she maintained her hair. And then my views started to change more as I've seen more people are wearing locks and then going natural in the professional world. And it started to become a little bit more acceptable. And I started thinking about me wearing wigs. So when I take off my wigs, actually it was one day I took off my wig and I looked myself in the mirror. I did not recognize myself. I looked at myself very hard because I didn't consider myself pretty. For what reason, I don't know. And I don't have any self confidence issue. I'm pretty good at my self confidence.
I think it was more so weren't used to seeing you without a wig.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't
yes.
used to your natural hair.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I wasn't used. I've hidden my hair for so long
Years.
that I did not even recognize my hair. And when I saw it, I had to fall in love with my hair again. I had to accept it, and then accept it in me, and then accept it as beauty, and love it. The day that I started my locks, so I took my family to a indoor park around Thanksgiving. I woke up that day and I looked myself in the mirror and looked at my hair, and I hated my hair. That was about a year ago. I still hated my hair a year ago. And it was thin, and I didn't like thin hair. And it didn't look good on me. Well, it didn't look good on me because I didn't like it. I'm sure other people think it looked good, but to me it didn't. And I was about this close to shave my head off. I mean, shave my hair off. Probably shave my head. Yeah, shave my hair. And I woke Shanice off from her bed and told her, I want locks. It's either shave or locks.
More like shaking me out of my bed. Awake, shook vigorously.
And at that point, I wanted the locks right then and there, now. Or else, tomorrow, if you give me about 5 seconds later, my mind would have changed. Because it was that drastic. And Shanice did it that day.
At night. It was like 12 in the morning. We didn't finish until like later the next day-ish, like early in the morning the next day.
Yes. Yeah. So, and the first day that I had the locks, or the first time, the first try, my hair was so thin. You could see the trace, all the trace, and
to see her scalp in general was like,
yes. See, you could see my entire scalp, and with little strings of hair on it. So I saw it, and the first thought that I had was, what did I do? Although I had the choice to take it out too, because it was just twisted at that time, so I could have taken it out. So of course, what did I do? I put my wig back on. So and I still had some, because I had pressed my hair for so long. Yeah, I had some straight strings. Was it about this shoulder length? For the strings.
Yeah, because my mom had never cut the perm off of her hair. She was just growing it natural, but the perm was still in her hair when I first did her locks. Yeah.
And I wanted my of course, an experiment. Wanted to keep the length. So yeah, the first day I had it, it was just like, okay, it was a shock to see myself, and then shock to see that, oh my gosh, I have a lot of space in my head. The way it changed, what I used to do is when I go to work, when I will go to work, I will wear my wigs, and then during the weekend, I will just take the wig off and then just go to the supermarket or just do my errands on a regular basis. And then on that Monday, I will do the same thing too. And then slowly, as I go to work, so I'll do, I used to do Monday through Friday, so the whole week. And then I change from Monday through Thursday with the wig, and then on Friday to just let my locks out.
Yeah.
And on Friday, so I think the first Friday that I had my locks out from work, I was just petrified. It's just like, just see how people will view me, and the faculty will come. I mean, when the faculty come to my office, it's just like, what is their perception and so forth. So my staff told me that they didn't really like it. I said, holy crap. And it's just like, oh, okay. All right, because I've always changed my hair anyway. It's either I have different type of wigs, it looks gorgeous.
And people,
And then,
a lot, she works with a lot of, I would say European people or Caucasian people. So they thought that the wigs was, a lot of them thought the wigs was her
well,
real hair.
yes, that's
They didn't
true,
even
too.
know that your hair wasn't naturally with the way the wigs look.
Yeah, that is true, because a lot of people thought my wigs was my hair.
Yeah.
And then one day I'll come with a short hair or long hair.
Mm-hmm. And then you cut it, your hair.
Yeah, or when I go with short hair, they think I cut it. It wasn't something that they were used to.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I had to get it. No, it's not only them that they had to get used to it. I had to get used to it. I had to like it, and I had to own it. I did not own my hair. The day that I went with locks, I think it's when I cut my hair when I cut
the strings off.
The strings off.
The perm.
So yeah, the perm. Yeah, the actually it wasn't the perm. It was the
perm dents.
the perm dents. Okay.
Yeah. The straight ends of your
Mhm,
hair.
the
Yeah,
straight
those are
ends.
the perm dents.
Okay. So, and my hair was just short, like behind my ears.
Yeah, it was
Extremely short.
by her ears.
But I loved it. I loved it because it gave my head body. So I had a lot of. It looks like I had dents, and I looked myself in the mirror. It's just like, oh my gosh, my hair had body. Before it didn't. And I kind of blame Shanice for not cutting my ends.
You're the one who didn't want me to.
And I guess that's when I started liking my hair, when it was cut. So the way I feel about locks right now is that I love it. It's so easy going, and I can do so much with it. Well, actually, I'm still a little bit limited, but I can style it differently, and I can have volume, and that's something that I did not have before. And my hair is growing. The thinning parts are filling in, and it's giving me a little bit more confidence, because when you have thin hair, it takes your confidence down. Tips regarding thin hair: yeah, drink a lot of water, and don't stress out, because when you do stress out, you do lose a lot more hair. And try to exercise as often, because I try to run every morning at 6:30 in the morning, and try to enjoy life a little bit more, and don't take things too seriously. If you have any comments for me regarding my journey, or any type of questions, so please feel free to put it in the comment below, and I will make sure to answer them for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Bye.